goes through lots of stuff about straight line graphs. So obviously, you know, y equals mx plus c. That is your... Can you hear me? What is that?
Yeah, I'm just, that's what. 1 second, we just write like straight line graphs.
Yeah, sure, okay. Make some nice notes.
um, um, I don't know.
Gradient. Do you
And
remember?
that's the y into, oh yeah, and that's the y
Okay,
intercept.
so it's cool that we're very quickly going through, because I bet in a few minutes you'll be like, oh my god, this is so obvious now. Y-intercept. Cool. Okay, so... okay, so I'm going to start off quite easy. Y equals minus 3x plus 2. Gradient is... Is it minus 3x?
Minus 3. I've forgotten that one.
No, I'm trying to trick you. You're right, minus 3, yeah? So, because too many people go, minus 3x. No, it's just minus 3. It's just the number in front of the x, yeah?
Oh,
So,
okay.
y int is... What's the y-intercept?
2.
Cool. Okay, so we're there. That's the basics. Let's get even more complicated. So we got 2y minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. I'm trying to get confusing here. What is the gradient?
Is it the minus 6x? Wait,
See, I'm
you
being
have to,
mean.
you
Go
have
on.
to make it equal to y.
Yes, that's it. Let's do that.
So that would be,
You can
wait,
you can slow down and write it down on a piece of paper if you want. And
okay,
then, yeah? Because we're
yes.
doing the experiment to see if you really want to write down all the notes, or, you know, or we just do it and record it on video, whatever, and all that kind of stuff.
Is it 6, x? 6.
So what are you saying, like 2y equals 6x minus 5, is that okay?
Yeah, and then do you have to put the over 2 or not?
Yes, you do, because you're supposed to do 1y. Like you said, you were right the first time. So 3x minus, and we can keep that as a fraction, whatever, yeah? That's cool. Fractions are good in maths, yeah? So we know the gradient is 3 and the y-intercept is minus 5 over 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but we want to get to some serious stuff. I think it's time to grab a question, okay? And I'm going to grab it from my notes. Okay, so, it's here, and it's there, and straight line graph stuff is what I want. Okay, so A grade stuff, and where would it be? Graphs. Yes, this is a great one. I can see it already. Okay, is it loading it? Okay, so quickly, yeah, we'll have a go at question 4, because it's got a nice picture. I'm just going to grab it properly with this thing.
How do you calculate the gradient from a straight line? Do you do the triangle? Not this triangle. Like, if there's a straight line, you find the two nice points, right? And then you have to do the vertical line divided by the horizontal line.
Yeah, gradient is up distance divided by a cross distance.
Yeah. So can we do one of those?
Well, okay, so before we do this question, let's do a bit more warm up. So, what are we looking for? We need 2 points. Here's some 2 random points. as random as... let's put a positive number there. Wow, weird weather to do it. Listen in. But anyway, okay, so hopefully, I don't know, the wind is probably a bit crazy right now in your microphone. But anyway, do you want to have a go straight away by yourself, or what? At trying to find the gradient.
The gradient?
Yeah, because if you want to get the whole equation, you have to get the gradient as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so this is good that we're doing this, because you probably forgot that there's two things you need to... Well, there's two obvious things you need to get: the gradient and the intercept, and then you've got the equation, right? But how do you get the gradient? How do you get the intercept?
I don't know. I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten everything.
That's cool. Okay, because you probably remember really quickly because you've done this lots of times before. So, I'm just thinking, should I do super shortcut or explanation plus the shortcut?
Explanation plus the
shortcut. Here we go. Here's the axes, and it's just nice. The explanation isn't that long anyway. It's like, say you got your 2, 5, so that's 2, that's 5. It's obviously not accurate or drawn to scale or something. Then you got the minus 6, 12. Where would that be? Minus 6 is there, and 12. Oh, that's a bit higher over there. Some just 2. I should have put 12 there. Okay, so I want the gradient in this line. Okay, you can already see it's negative, but we want some sort of method that gives you the gradient automatically, right? So what you want to do is you want to find the up distance we've travelled, yeah, and that is going to be the difference between 12 and 5, isn't it? Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's 12 take away 5. Now gradient is a fraction, isn't it? It's the up distance divided by the across distance. So now we want to find out how far across we've gone. Yeah. And how are we going to get that?
It'll be 8.
So 8, yeah? And the way you got that was, well... I'm trying to come to some sort of method. So in the beginning we did 12 take away 5. So I'm going to do minus 6 take away 2. Okay, minus 6 take away 2 is minus 8. But that's okay. That's actually a really good thing. Okay, now 12 take away 5 was...
7.
7. And minus 8 is minus 8. So I can put minus there, but when you put one minus in a fraction, you just make the whole fraction negative. Does that make sense?
I'm just writing that.
Okay, cool.
So you do 12 take away 5, which is 7.
Yeah.
And what direction would that be? The up distance.
That would be the up distance, because that's the y values. The second things in the coordinates are the y values, aren't they?
And then you do 2 minus 6. No.
And then minus 6 take away 2, because I'm trying to keep an order, like I'm doing this one take away that one sort of thing.
Which is minus 8.
Minus 8. Okay, and the reason why we keep an order, because that if you keep an order, automatically you get the correct direction, you get the correct if it's positive or negative gradient, because you know you get positive and negative gradients, right?
Yeah.
If you did it randomly, you wouldn't get the right, you would get some random direction, you would get positive when it's negative or whatever, or you might get it right if you're lucky, you know what I mean? But if you keep the order, so long as you keep the right one order, so I could do 2 take away minus 6, but then I should have done 5 take away 12.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Keep the order. And I could go into why it works every single time, but just remember, keep the order, otherwise it will be a very, very long explanation, unless you want me to do the long explanation, yeah? So let's just stick with that for now. Minus 7/8 is your horrible gradient, because I made a completely random question. Yeah? In the real question, which we'll see in a second, it'll be much nicer numbers, yeah? So anyway, you've got minus 7/8. So now we can say y equals minus 7/8. Guess what I'm going to say next?
Plus some c.
What? Say again?
Whatever c, you have to find c.
Plus c, yes. Okay. Now, how do we get the c? Do you remember anything?
One second. Let's see. So you did 7/-. Okay. Um, you have to substitute some coordinates or something.
Yeah, so we're going to put the nice coordinates, the 2 and the 5, they're all positive, right?
Yeah.
So let's put that in. What do we replace the y with?
One second. Coordinate.
Yeah, can you see what
The y one you do 5
Yeah,
equals -7/8.
yeah,
2 times 2.
times 2 plus c.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to time the whole thing by 8. Does that make any sense? So if I'd,
Which thing by 8?
yeah, this
Which
is.
one do you just times by 8?
I'm going to time the whole thing by 8. So
Why?
because I'm trying to get rid of the fraction. Actually, let's not get rid of the fraction. Let's just keep it this way. So minus 14/8 plus c. Then what's going to happen?
You put the 5 on the other side. I mean the -14/8.
Yeah, so 5 plus 14. Now, in this topic, we like top-heavy fractions, yeah? So we want to make this a nice top-heavy fraction. What's the answer going to be? Well, it's equal, basically. 8 times 5.
40.
Yeah, plus.
54.
Yeah. So 54/8. We could simplify it, but we're not bothered. Basically, what's the final equation? Y equals?
So it is y equals -7/8.
Yeah.
Plus
But
54.
you should say x. Did you say x? I don't think you said x.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
54/8.
Cool, and we got it. That is a warm-up. Yeah? That's the warm-up to the real thing now. Now you've remembered all the tricks. Let's do the real thing. Okay, so read through the... Are you okay? Oh, actually, wait a sec. Do you want to take notes?
I've already done it.
You done it? Cool. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, you ready for this question?
Okay,
Yeah.
ABCD rectangle. So 1. D 2 C. 6 and D 2. What?
Are you confused?
How do you get D to C? Yeah.
Okay, so let's... is this big enough? Is it easy to read? Make it extra big.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can obviously see the picture, but let's talk about what's this. What do they want? Find the equation of the line through D and C. So we're talking about this line here. And what do we know? We know it's y equals something x plus, guess what?
C.
6. Can you see it?
There's the one set.
How do we know it's 6?
There's touching the y-axis.
Exactly, that's the y-intercept. Okay, so it's a free bit of information. Now, what else do we know? The equation of a straight line through A and B is y equals 2x plus 1. This line here.
So that'll be 2x plus 1 as well.
That is gradient 2, right?
Yeah.
And what do we know about DC?
It'll be the same.
Yeah, because it's a rectangle. So y equals 2x plus 6. Job done already. Okay. Part B, read through it slowly to yourself, and then we'll have a go.
0, 1. So the y-intercept will be 6.
Yeah, great.
That's 6. And then it will be 0x. Wait.
Oh, yeah. This is BC we're talking about, yeah.
A to B is 2x plus 1. A to B.
So
A
this
to
is cool because this is talking about. Okay, I'm giving you a clue by doing this massive right angle.
Pythagoras.
Not Pythagoras.
Gradient something.
Yeah, perpendicular gradients. Perpendicular means right angled, yeah? So,
I don't know what that means.
okay, so when you got two gradients that are perpendicular to each other, do you
Yeah.
remember negative reciprocal? Is that a
No.
Okay, alright, so I'm gonna quickly revise that. So, here we
I've
go.
forgotten everything from straight line graphs.
It's alright. No, you haven't. You just, yeah, well, you kind of have, but you'll remember it very quickly. Right? Okay, look at this. Say you got this line, right?
Yeah.
Actually, let's do an even steeper line. The super steep line, right? The
Yeah.
perpendicular line, it's not that steep, is it? It's quite shallow,
Yeah.
really. And if I did another one, let's make it super steep, then that is super shallow. It's almost flat. Yeah, the perpendicular one, right? So that's the kind of opposite relationship, okay? But also, can you see this one is positive and that one's negative? Yeah, minus VE means negative, yeah?
Why is it negative?
Look at it. Look at the direction of this line. It's negative. Do you know what I mean? So let me just draw an axis so you can appreciate. I don't know if that helps. That's way too thin. Let's make a fat line. Fat line. Okay. Yeah, here's your axes. Can you see that there's this? Let me point at it. So, can you see that this line is negative now? It's you know what I mean? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's two things about perpendicular lines. They've got opposite kind of gradients. When one is shallow, the other one's steep, and vice versa. When one positive, the other one's negative.
What is this called?
Perpendicular gradients. Perpendicular lines, even. Yeah, perpendicular. Shall I write perpendicular?
Okay.
So, yeah. Let me write perpendicular somewhere. Perpen. So you can, go to my website anytime, just write perpendicular and you'll get a video just exactly about this, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully my handwriting's legible. Okay, so, perpendicular lines. So that's the introduction, and now here's a quick way of doing it. If I've got gradient A over B, the perpendicular gradient is going to be the opposite sign and the opposite fraction. Yeah. So, for example.
Say that again. I didn't see what you said.
Okay.
That's just writing.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go on. So, if you got a line, the perpendicular line. Sorry, if this is line L1, I don't know, line. Yeah, let's call it L1, line 1. Yeah. Then the perpendicular line, call it L2. Yeah, is going to be the opposite sign, so it's a minus.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the flipped upside down, because flipped upside down makes it the opposite kind of gradient. Yeah. So for example, if you had a shallow gradient, I'm going to purposely make the first one negative.
So you do 3 over 1. It'll be 3.
Yeah, and then the other one is minus and an upside down. So minus makes it plus, which is basically supposed to be the opposite. And 3 over 1 is just 3, really. Yeah? So one is shallow and negative, the other one's a little bit steep and positive. Okay? So, we're going back to the question. Find the equation of a straight line through BC. Yeah, and we already said it's got intercept 6. So we're back. We're back at BC, yeah. So, yeah. So, can you remember what happens here? What is the gradient gonna be there?
B to C. It'll be Would it just be opposite from the last question?
So we know one gradient is 2, yeah,
Yeah.
and we're doing the perpendicular to it.
So it'll be -2.
Okay, I'm giving you a clue. You did not bad. You remembered it was the opposite
Minus
side.
a half.
-half, yeah, because whole numbers you can always put a 1 underneath it.
Wait, how is that perpendicular to the other? Oh,
Okay.
because if you carry on drawing a line, it'll be okay.
Yeah, it's a rectangle. I'm gonna
Yeah.
clean this up so you can see a bit better. You can see the right angle now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's -half. So let's finish it off. Y equals.
Minus a half plus 6. Half x.
Yeah, +6. Cool. Any questions about that? Do you
Not
want to write
really.
that down? You want to copy that down or something?
Can I screenshot it? Because it's the question.
You want to do what again?
Screenshot it.
Yeah, sure. So that was a good revision of most of straight line graphs. That was good.
Can you move like the screen a little bit?
Okay, where do you want to move it? To up, down?
The next part of the working out.
You mean, oh, I see you screenshot the first thing and you want to screenshot this.
I mean, are we not getting together?
I've got sand all over my computer, it's so weird.
And then the next part?
And the next part, what was the next part? You mean, no, that was...
The bottom part.
Okay, sure. Okay, like...
Okay. Yeah, like the revision
the
stuff.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so what are we gonna do? Do you want to do...
We do another question.
Another question, good idea. Let's do that. So let's grab the other question.
You get 4 cones.
Well, let's just see how hard 5 is, isn't it? So there's that thingy snippet tool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, and can you think of that? That thing, please? About 9%.
What was I gonna grab? Just this tiny question.
Yeah, the order is not 10.
Okay. And a new page.
Annie. Oh. Yeah. Annie, do you know if we're getting together or not?
Your sister's gonna be in the video.
Wait, let me tell her to be quiet. Maariya. What? Maariya. Everything's coming in the video. What? Everything's coming in the video. Yeah.
Anyway, so have a go. Read it through.
3y equals 5x minus 6. Find the gradient of L. So you just have to rearrange it, right?
Cool.
So it'd be 3y. So y equals 5x plus 3, which equals 2. 5 over 3x minus 2.
Nice one. Yeah. So obviously, gradient is
5 over 3x.
cool. Oh, just 503.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, it's just
The gradient, yeah.
Yeah.
And the y coordinate of minus 2 is the next one.
Yeah, the y coordinate, isn't it? So they just wanted the -2. But yeah. Cool. I think that was too easy. Let's get the next one, isn't it? One more?
Okay.
Okay, so what? No, that's completely different. That's kind of quadratic. So that's not straight line graphs. Where's a hard straight? No, these are all curvy ones now. and straight line. It's gonna get easier now because you basically got the idea. So let me just grab this one, question 3. Okay, and where are we? There we go. New page. Make it a bit bigger. Oops, way too big. Okay. Obviously, there's no 4 there.
A straight line. Find the equation. So.
Nice. I like that it's doing perpendicular, so you got a bit of practice with that.
A straight line. I'll pass through the point.
So it's a little bit tricky. If you can.
So it will be. Find the equation. Wait. 4/7. Perpendicular. So the grade it'll be like a half x. Minus a half x.
Yes. So
And then.
What should I write?
Pardon? +3.
Not quite.
+7. 7 minus 3, which is 4.
No, plus C. We don't know it yet.
Oh. Okay.
So now okay. So let's draw a quick picture of what's going on here.
Oh yeah, these substitute the coordinates. So
yeah.
like 4 times minus a half.
Okay. So yes. Okay, I see what you. Yeah. Okay. So minus half times 4. Cool.
Minus.
You kind of should have said something, or what comes before the equals?
Y.
Oh,
7.
7. Nice one.
Plus C.
Plus C. Cool. Okay.
So it'll be -2. 7 equals -2 plus C.
Yep.
Then you do 7 plus 2, which is 8. So no, it's not. It's 9. Cool. So it'll be C equals 9. So the equation is y equals -1/2 x plus C plus 9.
Yeah, you got it. Just need to slow down. Whatever. You've got the idea. What is next on your list, eh? Okay, just tell me when you.
Yeah, I've done. I've just screenshots everything.
Sure.
The next thing is parallel and perpendicular.